Hello. Oh my gosh. Welcome back to the Shine and Thrive Photography Podcast. I am so excited to be here to reconnect with you because, oh man, the last 6 months have been a journey and my health has been up and down. In the past 6 months, I've been sick about 9 times, including having the freaking chicken pox. If you followed me along on Instagram, you know that I got chicken pox. Rory had shingles. I got shingles, and then I got chicken pox from his shingles because when I was younger, I had a very mild case of the chicken pox. I only had about 7 spots. And so I think that, the chicken pox came back and was like, Sarah, we didn't get closure. We need to do this proper. So oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And the whole reason I've been sick so much recently is because Ben started going to Montessori school, like daycare. And it's just part of the journey of having a toddler. And they end up, building up their immune system. And then clearly, before having a kid, I didn't get out much because I wasn't exposed to all these germs. I'm not gonna lie, I am an introvert. I really love being at home, doing my own thing, diving deep into my passions, my projects, all of that. So now that I think about it, I'm like, damn, maybe I didn't get out that much because I'm just constantly getting these colds and all of that. But I'm at a point where I think it's finally in the past. We just got back from a week-long vacation in Panama. We did an all-inclusive resort just to be like, oh, let's just fully relax. The cooking is done, the cleaning is done. We get to just enjoy the beach. We went with our friends that also have kids, and it was so amazing. And I feel like the sun healed me, the water, the ocean healed me. So I'm just so grateful to finally be healthy. And I've just been dying to podcast more, but I had to prioritize my health, my well-being, listen to my body. I can't podcast and give if I'm giving from an empty cup. And I never just want to push myself and force it. So I've had to just, this has been a learning curve of acceptance, of slowing down. And you know what? I'm grateful that my immune system gets to be built up this way. And before having been, I mean, I was sick maybe once a year with a small cold or once every year and a half. So this is a whole new world for me. It's been a really hard chapter, I'm not going to lie, for me and Rory, because Rory was also, every time I'm sick, he's sick. Every time he's sick, I get sick. And Ben's it's been really, really hard, just to be super honest. But I'm really proud of how we're navigating this together. Very proud. We're staying, centered as much as possible, not being reactive to each other, not spiraling down. We're constantly being hopeful, okay, this is the last time we were sick in this time. And yeah, so here I am, healthy, energized, excited to share what I'm going to share with you in today's episode, because it was really, really helpful for me to run this giveaway in January at the start of the year. And I found it just helped me skyrocket my bookings. And I love strategizing. I love really thinking about the nuance of how I do things and why, and thinking, how can I squeeze the most juice out of this? If I'm going to run a giveaway, I want to get a lot out of it because I'm giving away a free session. And so how can I really get all of the juice, or what's the saying? The juice is worth the squeeze, right? So I had fun strategizing. I followed through, I did the giveaway, and now I'm able to share with you everything that worked really well for me so that you can also run a really great giveaway. So the reason that I even decided to run a giveaway is because at the start of January, and you might have already seen me talk about this on Instagram, at the start of January, I only had 4 weddings booked for 2024. And this was intentional. Last year, I thought I was going to just slow down my wedding bookings and maybe focus more on education and maybe have 5, 8 wedding bookings total. So I was on track, with where I wanted to end up being this year. I was on track. But then I just had this kind of epiphany at the start of the year, and I realized, you know what? I love photography and I don't want to pull back so much from it. And so I really want to just like get back to having it be like 50-50, like, or even 60-40, like 60% of my business is wedding photography, 40% education, but 50-50 still feels really good to me. I don't know how to explain it, but what I realized is I don't want to just only go into only podcasting, only teaching, because then I'm going to miss the like actual being out there in the world, in nature, around people, creating, around that amazing energy. So I had this epiphany, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm behind. I am so behind. I need more bookings. Like, I need to get down to business. So what I thought of right away is, of course, because I am a wedding photographer, I thought about the timing, right? I'm grateful I had this epiphany and realization at that time because it was right after the main quote unquote engagement season where most of the population gets engaged around the holidays, around Christmas, New Year's, all of that. So I'm like, I need to get the most out of this month as possible. Most couples are just got engaged. They might be booking their wedding for 2024. And here's another thing. So this is what happened when I have like now 13 years experience under my belt of seeing the patterns within the wedding industry when couples like to book and reach out. Another pattern that I notice is a lot of couples that wait and kind of procrastinate to book their wedding photographer. They sometimes end up like January hits of the same year that they're getting married, and they're like, oh shit, wait, we're getting married this year. It's the year now, and we're getting married in like June, 6 months away, or July, 7 months away. Okay, we need to get on actually hiring and booking some vendors that we might be behind on. So that's another trend that I noticed. So January, February are like such amazing booking months for what I find weddings. So I'm like, I'm going to get the most out of this. So what I ended up doing was, I mean, I'm going to get to I think I'll explain it in the caption of like the strategy that I used in the writing and who is eligible to enter the giveaway. So I'll get to that because it's really, really juicy, really, really effective copywriting. So I'll read out my actual caption to you. And also, by the way, the exact giveaway post on my Instagram is linked in the show notes here. So you can always like click through and then follow along, see the images that I chose, read the caption so you can actually see a visual example, which I know will help you. But the first step that I did was, okay, I'm going to create a post. So, of course, first, as visual photographers, we need to pick our photos. So what I did, I was like, okay, I'm going to just I'm going to use the most amount of space I can on Instagram. When we share a carousel, we have 10 slides, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to choose like 10 really, really popular engagement photos that always performed well on Instagram that I love. And I feel like I want to attract those types of couples, those types of clients, those types of locations I want to shoot in again. Um, I'm going to pick 10 of those images so that, the post really stands out. And because they were popular posts in the past, imagine 10 of the most popular posts all in one spot. Then of course that post is going to perform well. It's going to catch people's eye. People are going to be like blown away by what I get to win an engagement session by this photographer who creates these images. And of course, I didn't go into all of my past stats and spend a ton of hours going through which ones were the most popular. It was just more intuitive. So when I went through my portfolio, or sometimes I scrolled down through my Instagram and I just hovered on your computer. If you scroll on your Instagram feed on your computer and you hover over images, you can see which ones had the most likes, comments, all of that. So I just quickly, I didn't want to spend too much time here. I just went in and from memory, I was like, oh yeah, this one did really well. This photo was really popular. I love this photo. And I chose 10. And of course, I also made sure to choose one that had a lot of negative space in it so I can add in the text. So it's the very first photo where I have the writing engagement session giveaway in the actual photo. So again, click the link in the show notes, see the actual Instagram post, you'll see what I mean of what I did. So that was the first step. So I chose the photos and I'm like scrolling through them right now and I'm like, oh, they're so beautiful. They like remind me of so many amazing times I had with these couples. But Yeah, so then I went on to create the caption. And I guess before you create the caption, you want to decide, okay, who is the giveaway for? What am I giving away? And what do they have to do to enter? So I'm going to read the caption first, and then I can go into depth of why I chose to do it this way. So here it is. Win for yourself or a friend. One lucky engaged couple will be the winner of an engagement session experience with me valued at $1,000. This giveaway is open to those that are engaged and want to win this for themselves, or those that know someone who is engaged and would love to win this for them. What an epic surprise gift that would be. And then I wrote separate the prize details, a custom 1.5 hour session with me valued at $1,000. Also, a custom online gallery with edited digital photographs for download. Note the session must take place within a 3 hour radius of the GTA in Ontario and must be redeemed in 2024. And then to enter, make sure to, I have it all listed out like one, two, three. Um, One, like and save this post. Two, tag someone in the comments. Each new comment with tagging someone is an extra entry, and you can have unlimited entries. And number three, follow me at Sarah Monica Photo. And then I have a little envelope emoji with a heart. Bonus entry, share this post to your stories. This giveaway ends January 16th at midnight, and the winner will be contacted by me in their DM inbox from this account, Sarah Monica Photo, on January 17th. This giveaway is not sponsored by Instagram. So that's the caption. And then to break it down for you, right? So before, when I've ever ran a giveaway before, I was like, okay, well, the purpose of it is to expose yourself to your potential ideal clients and people that will actually potentially book you in the future. So, me being a wedding photographer, I wanted to find couples that were engaged because I was in the season. So, if I was already pretty booked out for this year, I could have just been like, just for couples, because technically all couples, in the future could get engaged, or even if they're married already, someone that they know can see their photos that's engaged and then be like, oh, I like your photos. Who was it? And then, ripple effect of that, right? But I was like, no, I need like quick results. I need to make sure I'm very specific that I need people to see me that are engaged right now, because that means I'm going to be getting bookings for 2024 and 2025 and bringing in that income, right? So I was like, okay, that's easy. Those that are engaged that want to win this for themselves. But then I asked myself a quality question, and I was like, okay, but how can I reach even more people, more engaged people than just the engaged people wanting to win it for themselves? And then right away, my brain gave me the answer. It was like, wait, how amazing would it be? Like, there's people out there that know people that just got engaged. And what if they just entered because they wanted to win it for their friend, their family member that just got engaged? Like, that would blow up. And it would open up the entries to so many more people. And then so many more people would get to know me, would start following me. So I was like, this is genius. Okay, I'm going to do this. So the whole marketing around this giveaway was, I constantly repeated throughout the whole week it was open. I was like, this is open to those that are engaged and want to win this for themselves, and those who know someone who is engaged and want to win this for them as a surprise gift. Because again, it's $1,000 value. Like, how epic would that be, right? So yeah, then I listed out the prize details. Of course, something that's so important for you to know, and I learned this the hard way, you have to have a deadline in here, because you don't want to be, it's 3 years down the line and finally the couple is reaching out to you about, hey, remember we won that giveaway? We want to do our session now. You want to like close off these energy loops like right away in the same year that you do this, because the worst thing is to have this like in the back of your mind for years and years. Oh, that couple still didn't book that. I still have to book that in at some point. And now my business has grown. I'm busier. My pricing has changed. Like, you just want to have a deadline in there. So that's why I'm like, the session must be redeemed this year in 2024, and also give it like a location radius, like where can it take place? Because you don't want to be driving 6 hours one way for the session. So you want to put in those boundaries. And then this is the fun part. So for them to enter, you want to get as many like hits on Instagram as possible so that Instagram notices, oh, hey, this post is really popular. People are really liking it. And that's how you end up being seen more in the feed, being seen more in the explore page, all of that, and hashtags, all of that. Because sometimes when you search a hashtag, it shows you right away the top posts. So right away, if you can get into the top posts, because when you create a giveaway, there's so much engagement on it. There's so many likes, like comments. That's the whole purpose. You want to make sure it's as engaged of a post as possible. So you want to hit as many parts as possible without also giving them too many steps. So when you click through to the link in the show notes to actually see how I wrote out the caption, you'll see that emojis really help break it down visually, where they see, okay, to enter, step 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 steps. I would suggest no more than 3, because 3 is kind of like okay, 1, 2, 3. We're all used to doing, like, thinking of steps in threes or 3 phases. It's just like a natural human thing. I don't know. But I really also wanted to have them share to their story. So I just added it as a bonus entry. So you can see the emoji that I chose was an envelope with a heart. And then that just looks like an extra little bonus thing they could do. So again, just to refresh your memory, I told them, like and save this post as step number 1. Easy. In one view of the image, think of you using Instagram, right? There's a heart that you click and a little flag that you click. A heart on the left, a flag on the right. Okay, that's easy. Step done. And then the second one, tag someone in the comments. Each new comment with tagging someone is an extra entry. You have unlimited entries. Make sure you write that out very specifically. Don't confuse people. You need to be very clear with your language, because this is like the best part. This is the key. This is the juice. Like, the more people that comment, like separate comments and tag separate people, then each person could have like 10 entries, 20 entries, 25 entries. Then those people that are tagged, they see the post, then those people might tag 10 people, 15 people. So it becomes like really just like such an incredible marketing machine. So you want to make sure that like they can have unlimited entries. That is, I believe, the key to like a really successful giveaway. And then step 3 is follow me at Sarah Monica Photo. Actually, now that I look at this, I would actually adjust this, and I would make the first 2 steps be the easiest steps. So like and save, step number 1, follow me is step number 2, because then they just click follow. And then the third step is tag someone in the comments, because then they could leave the post and be like, oh, I already did the 2 easy steps. Okay, now I'm going to get into action and tag as many people as I can think of. So see, this is where like I just want to share with you, when I do things, it's not ever perfect. Like, perfection doesn't exist ever. But one thing that's amazing is that when you take action in your business and then later you notice, oh, actually, I could see that if I tweak that in the future, it could be more effective, then you just do it again in the future, but tweak it slightly, and maybe it'll become more effective. So the name of the game is to take action, and take it fast, take inspired action. So yeah, and then with the bonus entry, I just told them you'll get a bonus entry if you share this post to your stories. And I would say maybe 20, 25 people did that. And let me see what else here. Okay. And also, of course, create a deadline of when the giveaway ends so people know. What I did is I was like, okay, you know what? I think I started on a Monday, and I was going to have it go for 4 days. And then I would like stop the giveaway after 4 days. But after 4 days, it was still going super strong. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. I deserve it. I deserve this to keep going. So I actually just went into the caption. I edited the caption, and I changed the date for 3 days later. So then I made it a week long giveaway. And then I announced it on Instagram saying today was the last day to enter, but surprise, I extended it 3 days for those that didn't see the post. I just like said that, and no one said anything. It was all good. And so I would suggest trying that out. Don't commit to like a week long giveaway right off the bat, because what if it just kind of like dies off at some point? Just commit to like maybe 4 days to start. Keep the energy up for you, for everybody. Keep sharing it. And then in the next point, I'm going to share with you exactly how I marketed the giveaway. But and then if near the end there's still a ton of momentum, or you have inspired energy to like market it more, then you can extend the giveaway within the caption. So that's just another tip there. And then lastly, I just write the giveaway is not sponsored by Instagram. I just write that. And I think it's just because I see other giveaways writing that. I'm like, okay, it's something that maybe we should look into or do. So it's really easy to put there. So I just put it there. And okay, so the next step, step 4, is to, once you've created it, you've posted it, it's out there, it's time to share, share, share. Share the crap out of it. Share it more than you think you should. And don't get all up in your head of thinking that you're annoying people, because really, this is a gift. This is a gift that you're giving away, and people will be so happy to hear about it. And just remember that the Instagram algorithm reaches a small portion of your audience. So you want to keep resharing within this time frame, so that all the people that missed it day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, like can actually get a chance to have the opportunity to enter this gift that you're giving away so generously, right? So this is something exciting you could be sharing. People will not get annoyed. Promise me, trust me. You're the one that continues to see yourself talk about it, post it, post it. But just remember, other people see it once, they enter maybe, and then they leave, and then they're all up in a whole nother a rabbit hole of Instagram for the rest of the week, right? Like, how often does that happen to us? We're in Instagram, and sometimes we even realize, oh, damn, I missed this from this person that I follow. They did it a week ago, but I didn't even see it, right? So just share, share, share. Don't overthink this. You're doing this for yourself to grow your business. You're doing this to, give someone an amazing experience. So trust me, you're not being annoying. You're just like running your business. That is the point. You're not here to like people please, be like a people pleaser and be like, okay, I'm going to be a quiet little mouse. I'm going to share it once. I don't want to annoy people. Like, no, you're running a freaking business, and you're also giving someone a gift. So just own that, do it, get excited about it. Okay. So one thing that worked super, super freaking well that I never did before, and this is what took my giveaway to a whole nother level, is I found relevant Facebook groups where I can share about it. And I literally copied the exact caption and the exact photos, and I posted them to the Facebook groups. And the only thing I changed is that I linked at the bottom, if you want to enter, uh, click here to get to the post for Instagram, right? So I just found a ton of wedding groups, local wedding groups in Ontario, of couples planning their weddings, getting married. And because this is like a free giveaway, these groups, of course, go inside the groups, read the rules, create a quick like Google Doc or something, and write out, okay, this group I can share anytime. For example, this group only allows me to share every Wednesday. Most groups that I found, 80% of them, you can just share and promote your stuff anytime, which is amazing. And especially if in that group, you're going to be giving away something so valuable for free, and people see the photos are beautiful, and oh my gosh, it's $1,000 session or whatever you offer. Let's say your offer is $300 or $500. That's still amazing, right? So that's something amazing. That's a huge value add into the group, and people got really excited. I shared the crap out of this in the Facebook group too, because again, the Facebook algorithm, only so many people see it in that time. So in every single group, I shared every single day. I shared it every single day. And that's how people started funneling from Facebook, found me through that followed me on Instagram, entered the giveaway. These are engaged people, engaged couples that are like excited to enter the giveaway, which is amazing. So yeah, that is a huge thing you could do. And if you are a family photographer, a brand photographer, then just take everything I'm sharing with you and just switch it up to apply it to what you're doing and when you think the best timing is for um, to give this away for brands or families, and then just find local business groups or local mom groups, family groups on Facebook, and just share it there. It's the same principles totally apply. And let me see. Oh yeah. So another thing I want to mention is that the key to like getting someone's attention with this post was the very first sentence of the caption. So, again, to refresh your memory, I wrote, win for yourself or for a friend. So someone's like, okay, I can win for myself or for a friend. Okay, I'm paying attention. One lucky engaged couple will be a winner of an engagement session experience with me, valued at 1,000. So that's such genius writing because right off the bat, the people that are not engaged are like, if I were just to say engagement session giveaway at the very start of the sentence, all the people that are not engaged would be like, this isn't for me, right? So what I'm doing is I'm capturing the attention of all people first. So that's where that sentence comes in. Win for yourself or for a friend. And then one lucky engaged couple will be the winner of an engagement session, which means like, okay, so I can win it for my engaged friend. Okay, cool. And then right away, it goes into this giveaway is open to those that are engaged and want to win this for themselves, and those who know someone who is engaged and would love to win this for them. What an epic surprise that would be. So, again, I'm continuing to hold the attention of both engaged couples and people that are not engaged but know of an engaged friend. So, just copy the exact caption to Facebook. It could be the same post posted every single day. Not everybody will see it. Trust me on that. And it will save you so much time. Like when you just do this, the whole copy and paste, share the same post, you're going to save so much time. You're not creating a whole new caption from scratch, choosing new photos. And then you get to work on other like, important key things in your business, like creating your processes, getting organized for the season ahead, or marketing your photography even more on Instagram and Facebook, right, to get more clients. So this is the key. And okay, then last step is to collect the entries, right? So I had about 1,500 entries. So there was like a lot of engaged couples, a lot of people that knew engaged couples. So this was super exciting. And that month in January, I ended up booking 10 freaking weddings for 2024 and 2025. So if I remember correctly, I think in January, I ended up booking 8 for 2024 for this season, and then two for 2025. So that was amazing. So that meant that I got up my bookings from 4 at the start of January for my 2024 wedding season to, wait, let me math here, to 12. Wait, did I do that right? 8? I had 8 bookings. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of numbers I'm talking about right now, so I'm like confused. 12 weddings. I went from 4 to 12 weddings in 1 month. And I mean, I'm not going to say that it's all thanks to this. It's not like I can't tell the direct correlation fully. But what I do know is that if you have a post going really, really well on Instagram, and Instagram notices that, it means that you'll be noticed more even with your other posts. And I decided to, again, like get as much juice from the squeeze as I could. So every day I was just repurposing past Instagram posts and posting 2 to 3 times a day, about, I would say, 5 days a week. And these were old past posts that performed really well on Instagram that I loved. And I'm like, you know what? Not everyone saw these. I'm just going to repurpose these. And so I was just working super, super smart, not hard. And I got so many more bookings for this year and started to get more bookings for 2025. So I just wanted to share this with you, that marketing doesn't have to be so heavy, so hard, so complicated. You don't have to create things from scratch all the time. You've already put in so much beautiful effort and work and creativity into the work you created in the past. And like, get out of your head. Don't stay in your head about, oh, I've already posted this picture once before. People will notice, and then they'll think I don't have other photos to share. Then they will think I'm not actually a busy photographer. Like, what? That is not, those are just like made up stories in your mind. And let's say someone did notice you share that photo again. Who cares? First of all, you're running a business, and to run a business successfully, you need to get bookings. That's the priority. And I don't think they would mind. And this is where I think of myself as when I was looking through there was this one photographer, I forget who they were, but years ago, I remember this one image that they shared. And when I saw it, it like stopped my scroll so hard. It was so beautiful. I'm like, whoa, that is beautiful. And then a couple months later, I saw it again, and I didn't think anything like, oh, like, why is he sharing that again? Like, does he not have enough work? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, I actually was so excited to see that photo again because it reminded me of it and re inspired me. And then a handful of months later, I saw it again. And I'm like, you know what? Good for him. Like, that's so smart. It's like a super popular image. It's killing it. Why not continue to repurpose that? Like, we create art. We like, our art deserves to be seen for more than like a couple minutes on an Instagram feed and then disappears forever down in our grid, right? Like, art that stays hung in art museums, like famous art, it continues to stay there because more people want to see it, want to experience it. So just think about it that way. So I encourage you to repurpose your content. I think it's I forget which episode it is, but maybe in the past two episodes that I recorded. It's a marketing episode on how to quickly and effectively market in your photography business. And spoiler alert, it's pretty much repurposing old content, not overthinking it. It's just like the fastest way you can just continue to be seen without putting in so much extra effort, without being on that continuous hamster wheel of creating things from scratch. So I encourage you to just be free, reshare, and don't overthink. And so, lastly, with the collecting of the entries step, so there is no way in hell that I was going to go in and then collect all the entries, copy and paste them into a Google Doc, 1,500 of them. No, I already decided long, long ago that I don't do tasks like that anymore. And as pretty much all of you know, most of you know, I have a virtual assistant that does things like that for me. So the beauty of it is when you are set up in your business with that kind of support, you have a virtual assistant, you can just explain to them, hey, so now we need these entries collected. Please list them out in a Google Doc. Every single new comment is a separate entry. Just list them out in a Google Doc for me. So she just copied and pasted everything. And then I got to go on to just a website, a random website where it just does a raffle draw. And I just copied all of 1,500 entries, pasted them into this raffle draw thing. And then I did a story where I was like, okay, here are all the names. They're entered here. And I'm going to click this button and it's going to pick a name at random. And I just like share that to my story. And then I was like, here's the winner. Here's the winner after a week. So that's what I did. So I'd highly, highly suggest, like, if you're not on the ball of getting the support of a virtual assistant yet, uh, do it, because they can help you with so many things in your business. That way you just, it frees up your energy, your time so much to be able to do the things that excite you most in your business, instead of doing these like boring tasks like, oh my god, now I have to copy and paste all these names, or okay, now I have to like create this slideshow for my couple when I don't want to because I've done so many already, you know. So I would highly suggest just think about it. Just like notice the advantages when I talk about these things. So let me see. Is that it? Is that all? I think that's all. Yeah, that's the end of my notes. So I hope this episode was valuable to you. I really want to, hear from you if you run a giveaway, if this helped you in some way to inspire you to actually run one. And yeah, so get out there, create a giveaway and get that momentum back up in your business. You can totally do it. You're so capable. And remember, you are running a business. And the biggest part of running a business is marketing, really, because if you don't have marketing, if 90, 80, 70% of your time or energy or effort isn't spent actually putting yourself out there, being seen, getting noticed, you're not going to be able to then actually shoot and make money. So if you could do anything this year to, run and build your business and grow your business in the direction of your dreams, get really smart with your time, where you're spending your time. Because if there's anything that builds our business, it's marketing and shooting. So for photographers, we have to be also marketing our work. It's just part of the deal. And of course, you can always get support there. You can train your virtual assistant how to market for you and select your images for you and all of that. And my OMI students, we actually did a little brainstorming session, and we brainstormed some cool like social media workflows of how to actually outsource that part of it and still make sure your voice sounds like you and your images and your grid looks how you want it, which is really, really cool. So just think of where you're spending your time. But for now, if you are in a place where you're just like, I need more bookings, know that you are capable, you have the power within you. Move that fear aside and just show up and share what you have to share with the world. And I promise you, that's exactly when you're going to see growth, because my January month was freaking a skyrocket month. I made like $37,000 freaking dollars in January because I booked so many weddings in that month, because I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm capable. And if there's a will, there's a way. And I strategized and just took action. So if I can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. So yeah, hit me up on Instagram at Sarah Monica Photo. That's Sarah no H, Monica with a K, photo. Let me know if this episode helped you in any way. I would love to hear if you ran the giveaway, if it was successful. Let me know if you have any questions at all as well. And I'm just so happy to be back to reconnect with you, to share these valuable insights with you that I discovered in January. And yeah, we will chat soon. Okay, have an amazing rest of your day. Bye. Yay! Thank you so much for hanging out with me and tuning into this episode. If you got value out of it, please feel free to message me on Instagram at Sarah Monica Photo. That's Sarah no H, Monica with a K, photo, to let me know. I get so freaking energized hearing from others that what I've said has had a positive impact on their lives. Also, make sure to hit subscribe to the Shine and Thrive podcast to never miss an episode. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm sending you all the productive vibes your way so you have the best week ever.